next thing I have here is this is classified. So this was early on in '09. I just found all the classified stuff downstairs. I was going to ask you something else. Oh gosh. I can't think what it is. Some of this may be classified, so be careful with, hang on a second. It's confusing me.
I did not share classified information. I did not share it.
With your ghostwriter?
With my ghostwriter, I did not. Guarantee you did not.
One, the report lays out example after example of how the president did not willfully take classified documents. The report lays out how the president did not share classified documents with anyone. The report lays out how the president did not knowingly share classified information with anyone.
Okay, first that was former President Joe Biden admitting in recordings that Congress just released that he did take and keep classified documents for his $8 million memoir. And then that was Joe Biden and his spokesman Ian Sams misleading, saying he didn't do that. Now, Joe Biden fought for years to keep these tapes private. In the audio, he tells his ghostwriter, quote, "I just found all the classified stuff downstairs. Some of this may be classified, so be careful. The next thing I have here is classified, and that they, the Obama White House, didn't know I have this." Let's bring in from House Judiciary, Congresswoman Laurel Lee. What do you make of this? President Biden and his team deny this roughly 70 hours of audio recordings that were cited in a 2024 special counsel's report where he did keep the classified documents.
Well, this is exactly what we on the Judiciary Committee anticipated would happen and why we've been fighting so hard to get the release of these materials, because now the American people can hear exactly what special counsel heard when he was conducting his investigation. At the time, the Biden administration and Joe Biden himself worked very hard to claim that there was going to be no evidence, that this hadn't happened, and that was never what the special counsel's report said. It in fact said that there was evidence that these types of things had happened, but that his mental state was such that a jury might not convict. So finally now we have the backup audio that shows the American people exactly what his mental state was during the time that these interviews took place.
But, you know, Biden's spokesman now and Democrats are saying that even the release of this audio is, you know, Trump weaponizing the Justice Department. What would you say to that?
Well, there's nothing weaponizing about asking for transparency. You don't have to put any spin on these tapes to let them speak for themselves. All this is allowing the American people to see and hear Joe Biden in his own words. And two things become very evident. First, that he had classified documents, that he shared them inappropriately. And second, that his cognitive difficulties began so much earlier than Democrats and his aides wanted to admit to the American people. It just brings home both of those points, which is what Republicans were trying to bring to light at the time.
Thank you so much, Congresswoman Laurel Lee from House Judiciary. It's good to see you. Now, please watch this.
Great to see you.